Hey guys, Kevin Blair with Element Home Loans. Welcome to Mortgage Sense with Kevin, a common sense approach to mortgages. Man, I've got a great couple that I can't wait for you guys to meet. I met them a couple of weeks ago. We've been chasing them for a couple of months, and we finally got them to agree to be on the podcast with us. Jason and Ivette, how are y'all this morning?
Good. How are you?
Doing great.
I am doing super fantastic. You know, at my age, when I wake up, put my feet on the ground, I'm having a good day. I'm having a good day. So here's what I want to do, and here's why we're doing this. You guys are in the Farragut, Knoxville area, correct?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So we're down here in Chattanooga. We're not that far apart from each other, but our markets are different. Okay. They are very, very different. They're different in Nashville. They're different in North Georgia. They're different in the Memphis area. And so I'm reaching out to agents that we're chasing to get a feel for the market in your area. But what I have found, guys, number one, I'm a loan officer. I'm a branch manager, but that's my job. That's what I do. That's not who I am. I'm a husband first, a father, a grandfather. I've got my belief system. So who are Jason and Ivette? Tell us.
We are Ivette and Jason. We've been doing real estate for 10 years. My family's from the Maryville area. Been here since 1826, so we've been here a little while. But I did move away in 1980 when I was 9 years old down to West Palm Beach, Florida. Spent 30 years there. And then when we had our son, we decided we wanted to move back here. We just felt it was a more wholesome place to raise a child. I have loved every minute that we're back here and can't imagine living anywhere else.
Now, how long have you been back in the Chattanooga or the Knoxville area?
Since 2011.
Since 2011. Okay. All right.
So 13 years.
13 years. How old is your son now?
He's 14.
14.
Yeah, he was a year old when we moved here.
All right.
Yeah, we're full on teenage soccer.
You guys are busy.
Yes.
You guys are busy.
Yes.
So, Ivette, who's Ivette? Tell us about you.
I am originally from Mexico. So I moved to my past life. I did project management, telecommunications for 15 years. And that's what I did in Florida, where I first moved and met Jason. And that was in 2001. I was there for about 10 years and, of course, met him, fell in love, never went back to Mexico. So
Never went back.
Never went back. Now,
How did y'all get into real estate?
we joined pretty much at the same time in 2015, about 6 months apart. Jason started, jumped right in. There was one of those conversations. He had a full-time job and came over and one day and said, you know what, I think I'm going to do this full-time. And we both talked about it, prayed about it, let's go. So we dove in.
Yeah, went from a Friday full-time job, company car, cell phone, making over $100,000 to Monday, broke.
And the chase is on, as they say. The chase is on. So after 10 years, I mean, y'all have had a substantial level of success. What do you attribute that to?
We think that a lot of the things our why is our son, first of all. This is why we get up every day. This is what moves us, drives us. Our family is our core. We believe in God, family, business, still in that order. So everything we do is to try to help people. And from simple things like answering our phones when people call, which seems crazy, but we actually answer the phone. And that's made a big difference. And caring enough to not make it at about a paycheck. It's about helping whoever we are helping and whatever is best for them. And that may be not the best for us in the meantime, but overall and in the long term, it's been such a blessing that we've been able to help so many people through all these years.
Yeah, and I can't tell you how many times we've said to a customer in the showing, this is not your house. Let's walk away from this one.
See, there's so much of what you just said about. There's probably 3 or 4 things that we could unpack there, because the day that it's about us, okay, the day that it's about us, our careers are over, okay, because people see it a mile away. And I'll never forget. And like I said, I told you I wanted this to be a real conversation, and I don't know where I'm going until we start talking. And I'll never forget So I was a loan officer for 5 or 6 years for a different company, and they had over 110, 115 loan officers at that time. And they asked me to come in and be the vice president of sales and lead the team. And so I got the question all the time, what makes you different? What makes you, how are you doing having the success that you've had? And I don't know if you play golf or if you watch the Masters, but every year, there was only 2 or 3 advertisers. And IBM at that time was a big advertiser for them. And they had that red box. And the red box, there was a big red box, a small red box, but it stood out. And their tagline was, what makes you special? So over that April weekend, I'm watching the Masters, and I'm leading a group of 110 loan officers. And I get that question all the time. How are you doing what you do? And I will tell you what I came to realize is, people think what we do is sales. They think of you as salespeople. They think of me as salespeople. I don't think what we do is sales at all. All right. It's about advice. It's about being real with people. It's about telling them, Jason, this is not the house for you. Okay. And it's one of those things where when people are meeting what they think is a salesperson to start with, this is how they are. They're bobbing and weaving, and they got their hands up. I was able to get people to put their hands down and just talk. Okay. And to make them feel comfortable, because it's not about the right now. It's about, let's set you on a plan based on your needs that's going to get you to where you want to be. But there's something else, and I'm glad you brought it up. I'm glad you brought it up because I truly believe, guys, what I do is a calling. I believe that God has me in this spot for a reason. All right. And I'll tell you, there was a real defining time in my life where I knew that it was no longer just a career, but it was a calling. And it was a very special, and it happens over and over and over, where God says, he lays on it that this is really what you're supposed to be doing. Has there been a defining time in y'all's career in this, what you've been doing for the last 10 years, that you knew that God had you in the right place?
We had a girl wanting to buy a home. I knew about what she made. This home needed at least $25,000 worth of repairs to it. And it was going to be her first home. And, we just simply said to her, this is not your home. The amount of repairs that are going to be needed, I know you're not going to have the money. And we said that, we don't want to set you up for failure. And we essentially told her, if you're going to buy this house, we're going to simply bow out, because this is going to be a bad experience for you, and we don't want to be linked with that.
Wow.
And it took us doing that for her to realize we were truly looking out for her, because we easily could have sold her that house and got a commission check, but that's not what we do.
Well, I don't have to be careful. This is my podcast. I can say anything I want to. We know that there are people out there like that. Okay. That's all they're worried about. I can tell you that after 25 years of doing this business, and have reached a level where it's very nice, even in the time of now. And we all know the last 2.5, 3 years have been really, really tough in our markets. It's been tough on the consumers, but there's something about taking care of people. And it's amazing what comes back from that, the people that they keep bringing to us. And it's, I've been in it long enough now where I put families in, and now I've got a meeting next Wednesday with a family that I've done 3 loans for, and their daughter now is 26. And I've known this little girl since she was like 8. Okay. And we're going to get her approved to buy a home. I love that. And it's somebody that I met that, one of my realtor partners brought to me, but we developed a relationship. I mean, people think that, lending is a commodity, and we're not corns on a shelf. I mean, what we do is it's not in what you do. It's not that. I mean, so I applaud you for your success, and it's very easy to see why you've been successful. So what are the plans? What's the future hold for you?
Continuing to help, continuing to serve. I don't think that when we talk about business, when we talk about goals, which we do, we have, and we have a coach that we work with, and we want to grow, and we want to continue doing different things for our family, for our future, for our retirement. But at the end of the day, we keep looking at the people that keep coming back. Like I said, we've been blessed. We don't buy leads. Everything has been referrals. So like
That's right.
you, their family or their friends or whoever, they had a good experience. It's very important that at the end of the day, we developed a relationship that is going to be long term. It's not a one deal that we closed and we don't want ever going to see you again. We want to continue talking to these people.
And we've actually been to our clients' weddings. We've been to our clients' funerals.
We've been
We've been to the hospital when their children are born. We truly love to become friends with our clients.
Yeah, we get to know them.
That's there's a key word, and you said it, and it's serve. Okay, we're in the service business, but we got to have a servant's heart to be able to do this. Guys, that's fantastic, man. I appreciate so much you being honest and straightforward, because, like I said, people can see it a mile away. They can see it a mile away, and I applaud you for that. I applaud you for your belief system. I applaud you for God, family, business. That is, I don't know. I've raised 3 kids. I got 9 grandkids, and they all know our story. Okay, they all know our story. It's that's a whole nother conversation that we can have privately, because I want to be able to really talk to you about that too. Let's do this. We want to try to keep this around the 13 to 15-minute mark. What's the best way to get in touch with y'all?
The easiest way, devotedhomegroup.com. And we are with Keller Williams. You can also find us on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and it's simply Devoted Home Group.
You can find us individually, obviously,
Yeah.
but I was saying, I was doing this, but it's just like, give us a call.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, like I said, we answer our phones. So we're actually wanted to have a conversation with people, being able to connect and know what their needs are, what their dream is, and what they want to accomplish. And if we can be of any help, regardless if it's, and we've told them this, like Jason said, sometimes it's not going to be about just that sale, just that. What we need to do is we're going to have a relationship, which we've had with people we meet, and we cannot help them buy or sell a home, but we can help with something else, and we've done it.
Even if they're not able to do it right at that moment, we can coach them to get them to when they are ready. I mean, we worked with many customers where it's a year and a half down the road before they're even able to buy a home, and we're helping them that entire time.
And that relationship with the lenders is so important. And you mentioned it.
Ma'am.
When you help with people that we connect and we say, okay, we're going to connect you with the right person that's going to care about you. They're going to help you truly look at your finances, look at your goals, look what you're wanting to do, and help you get out of credit, a debt, or pay your credit cards, or do whatever they need to do to get them to a position where they can buy. It's
set you up for success.
Yes.
That's it. So the way that I approach that, there's only 3 answers. There's yes, let's dance. You can buy right now. Okay. Or there's no, not right now, but here's a clear mortgage path to get you into home ownership. Sometimes it's 30 days. Sometimes it's 60 days. Sometimes it's a year. Okay. And then there's the one out of about 75 to 100 applications that we get that there's nothing we can do. It's going to take years and years and years because of the damage that's done. But here's what I have found. Once we take that family, and if it's a no, not right now, whether it's credit, whether it's income, whether it's debt, once we show them that path, if I gave you my office address, okay, first thing that you're going to do, you're going to put it in Google Maps, you're going to put it in Waze, and you're going to have a very distinct path to get to my office. Okay. It's the same thing that we do. We can outline a plan for them to walk them through that process. And those people never leave us. Okay. And they become raving fans and raving cheerleaders because we actually took the time to help them to get them to where they wanted to go. That's fantastic. So
to get up from the closing table.
Oh man.
After that, because they never thought they could get a house, and to get up and them to give you a hug, it's like the greatest.
We've had those stories. They're amazing.
And after 25 years, I don't get tired of that. I do not get tired of that. That's what keeps me coming back every single day. And now my son works for us, and he's been with me 3 years, and he finally gets it. He said, "Dad, man," he said, "this is so rewarding of helping people." Did you want to share your phone number?
Of course. 5263-7630, and that'll ring to both of us.
Fantastic. Well, guys, if you like this kind of information, hit like, hit subscribe. If you're in that Knoxville, very good area or any surrounding area around them, give these folks a call. They're super great people. You can hear it in their voices. They will take care of you. Again, my name is Kevin Blair. I'm with the Kevin Blair team at Element Home Loans. Our website is kevinblairteam.com. Our office number that rings 7 days a week. It rolls over to my phone. It rolls over to Josh's phone. The only time I don't answer my phone, number one, if I'm in a meeting, but the only time on the weekend I don't, she takes my phone away when we're at church. She won't let me hold my phone while we're in church, because she knows if I get a text, I want to answer it and I need to be paying attention to our pastor. Well, guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure. And I'll tell you, the pleasure was all mine.
No, thank you. Thank you for having us, and hope to see you soon in person.